What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Roast, Boast, and Toast podcast. I am your brand new, permanent, 1 week only host, Kev. Welcome to the show. To my right, I got my boy Dre. To my left, Shorty.
What's up, guys?
And then our special guest here with us. Give it up, y'all, for Cass, a.k.a. Stealth Made. Follow her on Instagram. What's up,
What's
Cass?
up?
How you feeling?
I'm good.
Excited to be here?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
By the way, we have a live audience with us tonight.
Word.
The budget is going up, y'all.
Sponsorship money is coming through.
Sponsorship is happening.
We all got new cups.
Look at this.
Matching
Be
cups.
careful.
Matching cups.
Shout out to the IRS for sponsoring this with the tax refund.
But anyway, y'all, we have a great episode here for y'all. Why don't we just get started, right?
Yep.
Waste no time. Let's get into the first segment. This is going to be the roast segment of our podcast. First up, of course, I'm sure many of you, maybe you have, maybe you haven't seen the video of the rapper Fabolous and his, is it baby mama, wife, his fiance?
Baby mama.
Let's call it
So
this
it's just
girl.
baby mama.
Baby
DM.
mama for like a decade.
Baby mama, I swear, he's been with her for like, how long?
10 years?
15 years, and boy,
She's still waiting.
Still waiting.
It takes time to build
I
your
think she's
credit.
not getting
So,
the
like,
ring.
why that
Let's
should be
be
any
real.
It takes
different?
time to
She's
build your
not
credit.
So why that should be any different? You know?
She's not getting the ring. Like, it's not happening.
I'm pretty sure he cheated
He
on
gave her a
too,
toe
right?
ring.
Yeah.
He
A
cheated
toe
on
ring.
her.
A toe ring. He gave her a toe ring. He said next is the promise ring.
Like when they were on Love and
Are
Hip
you
Hop.
serious?
Yeah, word.
Now you're
Remember
lying.
that?
Ankle bracelet.
Yeah. But anyway, for those of you who haven't seen the video yet, basically what happened is the rapper Fabolous got caught on camera pretty much violently harassing and threatening his baby mama, Emily B. For those that don't know what happened, I guess allegedly Fabolous found out via Instagram that Emily B was in the same neighborhood, in the same town as Fabolous.
They were in LA.
They were in LA. She didn't tell him. He found out via Instagram, went over to her, met up with her, and threatened not only Emily B, but Emily B's father, which is insane because in the video, actually, you can actually see Fabolous even threaten his father saying, like, I got a bullet for you, too.
With your name on it.
Yeah.
With your name on it, which is insane for Fabolous to do.
I think
yeah.
today he just got charged officially.
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he turn himself in? I heard about
He
that.
turned himself in, and then he got charged officially with, I think, assault or aggravated assault.
Right.
And then making terroristic threats with that, I got a bullet with the name on it. So, we'll
That's
see.
crazy, man. What do you guys think
Maybe it's a
about?
love bullet.
It's a love bullet?
A love bullet.
What is a love bullet?
Well,
different type of
Cupid
bullet.
upgraded these days? Or like,
It's a
what's
different
up?
bullet. It's a bullet you share with others. I don't think he was trying to do anything to hurt them. No, not for real. But no, he's the fact that he's been so quiet and really hasn't had that much beef throughout his career. I know he was just bubbling up. He's like, yo, next person step out of line. And it happened to be his girl.
That's the crazy part about it because Fabolous, I mean, he doesn't seem to be just like a real chill, mellow guy. You don't really see him or hear about him in too many rap beefs.
But
or,
he is from New York, so
He is from New York. That's true.
Do you think that he's just trying to be relevant? Like, you know what I mean?
I
He's
don't
just
think-
trying to cause
not like
attention
that.
to himself.
I mean, you know,
It's a weird way to be right.
it is a weird way. But the,
Right.
the thing is, like, Fabolous, he has enough credibility to, like, you know, even if he retires right now, his music will still stand.
He's
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
interesting on that. Apparently, it's already been 500,000 people that deleted his music off their devices.
See, that's what I think the drawback is going
Wow.
to be. Now people are going to see, like,
'Cause
whoa, this is
he's
not
abusive.
Yeah, he's abusive. And you know, these days with everything with abuse and all that's going on, it's definitely gonna affect his career now.
I feel like Chris Brown came back, so he probably can.
But it was a different time because now you can. Well, most of these artists that are retiring, they live off of just stream music.
Right.
Now, if like they're not streaming your music because you're out here beating women,
Yeah.
But did you
That's
see
a
him?
step-
But he
What?
apparently
Did you-
like punched the Emily like multiple times and like messed up her teeth or something.
That's right. I heard her two front teeth or one of her two teeth just like.
well, now we
got
know
her.
what she wants for Christmas.
Whoa.
He got his teeth fixed.
Oh man, too soon. You're right.
Too
guys,
soon. Yes, too fresh. It's too-
what do you guys
too
think
new.
about just like how angry do you have to be
to do something like that?
To do
yeah.
something like that to a woman who you're supposed to be in love with. I mean, you've been with her for so long. You have
She's,
2 kids with the
Probably-
woman.
He's probably too used to her. He's too comfortable with her being there. That's why he's stepping out of line, stepping out of pocket.
I don't know, man. But just a simple thing of like,
I mean, They were tweeting like, "I woke up in Chris Brown's body."
The song by Lil Dicky and Chris Brown.
There's like fake tweets out there like Fabolous. Like, I woke up in Chris Brown's body. I was like, yo,
Chris Brown gonna take offense to that. That's dirty. Why are you coming from my man?
Right? Chris Brown's like, yo, I'm trying to get away from this.
You know me years ago. Let me live.
Oh man, it's crazy. Huh?
I don't know. I'm a live in the future type of guy. So even if I was mad, I know what's gonna come from in the future. So I really.
What is gonna?
You going to jail for sure. Even if you didn't hit her, all she has to do is say you hit her. You're going to jail. They have like some states they have to arrest you if she says it. Even if they don't get charged, they have to arrest you at least. So no, jail's not nice. So I'm good.
Right,
I'm good.
Right.
So hopefully, I mean, all this. It's definitely going to be a hit to his career, no doubt about it. People are going to look at him a bit differently. I'm curious to see how he's going to bounce back from this. You know, will he put out, you know, his next music or whatever that comes out? Will he address this in his music? You know, will he maybe just lay it under the rug and kind of continue on with, you know, his hits? Because he does have some great hits, man.
Yeah,
he really
does.
No pun intended.
And he could dress.
Oh,
Get it? Weird.
Get it? No, hit too soon. Still too soon.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you got it.
This whole thing was detrimental to his image, but like, there's tons of other rappers that also beat women. So I mean, like, if you want to go there, people still listen to their music. You know what I mean?
What's his name?
So, XX
Young
Tentacion.
NBA Young something. He beat his girl like in a hotel.
NBA Young Boy, whatever his name is.
You know what I mean? This is a long,
I'm glad
long
we have
list.
somebody with
There's too many new of these rappers that I don't know of, man.
I've heard one song from him, and mind you, like as soon as I heard his voice, I don't know you. Click and like.
I only know him from like Instagram, the explore page of like all this stuff happening with him. Beating
I don't know.
girl up.
I don't know. It's becoming too prevalent nowadays. You know, that's the one thing I like about this generation. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Like this quick example, like the video. I don't know if you've seen it with the two guys and the girl.
Oh, the Facebook Live?
Yeah, that looked like a setup to me, but that's not a topic for today.
Right. But speaking of image, like you said, our next question goes on. I'm really curious to see what your opinion is on this. It sort of has to tie in on like the whole makeup. And
I can go on for days about
you can exactly that's why we have you here. Female's opinion. This is what we need. So the next question for you guys here on the roast segment is contouring considered lying? What do you guys think?
Let her have it first. Let her have it.
Females first. Ladies first.
Me first? Okay,
Please.
First of all,
Speaking to the mic, I want to hear
we
you.
can say the same thing about guys who put on hats. I mean, the same thing. So,
That's why I'm not wearing a hat today.
Yeah, look at
You
this
put on a hat, it's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? So, I don't listen, y'all. Listen.
Fix my hair real quick.
I'm not trying to come
It's getting hot. It is definitely
For the neck bone.
I'm not trying to come at y'all, but like for real, like you have to respect the art of makeup. You know what I mean? Like it's an art. It's something, you know, women do it all the time. I mean, I contour on special occasions, but honestly, like when I think of if I'm thinking about like what you're thinking about right now, like Instagram contour, like you know those on the explore page, like girls go in like full beat.
Yep.
Like I mean, you know, they're doing it because they want to feel better about themselves, but I don't think they're necessarily lying about who they are. You know what I mean? Like that's a little deep for the fact that it's just makeup, but also men get beard extensions now. So
Where?
I mean, like
My beard a little patchy right now, so
apparently
where?
a thing. Apparently,
Show me.
so I mean, I don't
Attached.
agree that it's lying. I think if a girl it's contouring every single day, like you know, full beat all the time, and you never see her real face. I mean, I guess that's like kind of deceiving.
Kind of.
But like to the man, I guess. But honestly, whatever. I believe a girl can do whatever she wants to do with her face. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Have you guys ever seen those videos that went viral where like they'll have the before and they'll like hit the camera and they come like face beat?
Yeah.
I've seen some transformation. I've seen a guy do that and he looked exactly like a girl. I'm assuming that was still him because it looked kind of like him. But I was like, no, that's trickery. You know what I'm saying? This beard extension thing, I've never heard of that. And that sounds pretty dangerous.
Bro, you have a hair on your hat.
Shh, don't be
So
trying
we
to get.
can add this to the beard if you want. We'll just be able to like fix that
You
for
need
you.
to go ahead and
have a little extra for you.
You need to go ahead. Just start donating your beard, bro. Come on.
Listen, y'all. Listen, this is a lot to maintain. It's not extensions. I promise you, man. All natural.
Makeup enhances. I don't think it completely.
I've seen.
That's good.
Yo, I wish that I could pop a picture up like right here and be like, look at this. I've seen some girls that be like, yo, that 100% is a man. Shorty. And they put on makeup, and I'm like, yo, that's like next top model. I'm not gonna give her that much, but she looks a lot better. I think there's certain levels to it. Like there's some people who just put on eyeshadow. Levels. You know, in contour, I don't know what the necessary definition of it is. I don't know if that means just doing like the little shapes on your face.
Mm-hmm. It's you want me to like give you a little breakdown?
What is contouring?
Like when you think about contouring, you think there's like two ways to contour. There's like cream contour, which is like what if you see it, you'll see like it's like literally cream bronzer or contour shade that girls put on their face to kind of like change the shape of like how their face appears. What? So if they want to have like their cheekbones to be more defined, they'll put it in a certain area on their face so that it can like looks when they blend it out, it looks like there's a shadow that kind of creates like a higher cheekbone or like the appearance of like a different kind of shape. Like
so a different person, kind of sort of.
Well, like it's enhancing. But
you
like,
just said a different jaw shape.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you feel like your face is a little too chubby, you know, you can like contour it a little bit to make it like look slimmer.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't do that.
Sometimes I do that with my beard. Like my beard would be like kind of like curved, but I'll like have it like lying down. That way it looks a little bit slimmer on my face. So I get what you're coming from.
So it's like, see, I don't do.
But that's different. That's
I hope you don't do that. You don't have a beard.
No, not a beard. But like, I don't contour like that to change my features. I only like bronze my face. Gotcha. So like make it look bronze and highlight.
Yo, so here's just my 2 cents on it. I kind of agree with you on that. I don't think it's lying.
Yeah.
I just personally believe. This is what my girl told me, by the way. She said that it.
What's her name?
Don't worry about it. She says that she says she knows who she is. She says that contouring defines or highlights the definition. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what that meant when she told me that. I was like, what? I don't know what that means.
We get like I need like a dictionary, what everything is going.
Right.
Like definition, contour.
Definition.
Because contour for me is like, I'm looking at math, geometry, trigonometry, like stuff like that. Like contour shapes. But I mean, I guess it makes sense now when you're saying it with like the
I mean, highlighting.
So to me, because like I feel like Photoshop is lying.
Yeah,
like when girls go online and fix up their stuff,
that is lying.
Photoshop, that's lying.
But what's the difference? You change how you look. When you doing the cheekbone,
let me ask you something. Let me ask you,
what you guys.
Let me ask you something.
What you got to say?
So, what about when you guys do lineups?
No.
That's not changing?
No. You're not adding anything. You're taking away. So if you can take away, that's different. Like, yeah, come on.
Okay.
Unless you want to go and start hammering some stuff out, then it's not natural.
I mean, the only equivalent is when you get that beard filler. Where like,
that's
the only equivalent.
And that even still, that's like, because you ain't never got a beard filler. Girls like, yo, your beard's looking extra full today.
Yeah, and then also you take a shower after the barbershop. You're like,
hurt.
Hey, what's good?
Yo, you wash everything but your face. Get all that.
I mean, in my opinion, there's levels. So like,
right.
You know, there's people that cake the face in.
Cake the face in. Is that a new one?
Yes.
What's that?
It's when like they wear a lot. Like it looks like you could tell. Like when you get up close, you're like, it looks like you have layers on.
Are you Googling this?
No.
Who told you this?
I've seen
my
real
gosh.
life.
It's real life, dog.
Your face be beat, don't it?
My face is amazing. Yo. I've been drinking water, exfoliating, eating healthy.
Exfoliating?
You just ate pizza, bro.
Yo,
bro, I got a charcoal mask upstairs waiting for me.
Come on.
Y'all gotta exfoliate.
Exfoliate.
Better exfoliate.
You gotta learn a little. Well, you gotta learn things from Herpe.
Who? Oh, Herpe. Oh, yeah.
That topic.
Dang.
He's drinking water and exfoliating.
We actually got a quick question by Magno, who is here, but he decided to.
He's in spirit.
He decided to chat us a question. He wanted to know. So would you guys say that men look better naturally than women because men don't need contouring?
I'm not gonna get in trouble.
I feel like men are very wide spectrum. Either you ugly or you're not. There's no like middle. That's how I feel. And women, nah, not really. They come in all shapes and sizes and all like. But I feel like man, like it's either you got it or you don't. So when you like doing extra,
it's the same thing. Like when when you're like the bar or the club and then they turn on the lights and you're like, hey, you look completely different.
You turn that flashlight on.
Cass, what you think?
I'm
Well-
good.
You have an opinion. I could tell.
Well, it's just the thing. The difference is there's different standards for women that
Okay.
society places on the women.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like we always have to be perfect all the time. We always have to look a certain way. But men, y'all hop out of bed, y'all take a shower, put a hat on, and you're good to go. There's difference and there is levels. There are levels because women have to do a lot more to take care of themselves, to like put themselves together.
Like
and you
what?
know what I mean? To get out,
Like
to
what?
get out the house.
My wife, she
Makeup,
real life can wake
hair.
up, put her hair in a bun, and walk out. I've seen her do
I mean,
it.
depends where you're going.
He's trying to make up for last week, Amanda. Don't fall for
watch
that
last
trap.
Week. Don't. It got took down. So don't worry about
It
it.
just
But I
depends on the time and place.
I
Like,
believe
where
what you
you're
say
going.
too, because also there's more of a pressure on women too to
definitely.
look a
To, like,
certain
look
way.
Always like.
Exactly.
But I feel like you guys put
On
yourself
point.
there because like if you look at women back from like the 60s and 50s, it's like a transformation. Like I feel like as time goes on, like you're putting yourself in your. Yo, bro, we're born in this era.
I mean,
No, I'm giving you
nah.
the whole fan.
It's really Instagram culture right now. It's
How-
Instagram
I'm
culture.
saying,
We
yeah.
How
have
long
to
is it
live
ride
up.
home?
We have to live
Oh,
up
my
to the
wife doesn't wear-
standards.
she don't wear
that we
makeup,
put
so
out
I'm
there
good.
Of ourselves, you know
She's
what I
just
mean?
beautiful.
So-
That's just life.
Hey.
You just wake up like
There you
that.
go. There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Good answer.
I'm
Good
talking real
answer.
stuff.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Steve Harvey would be proud of that.
Yo, I wish I had a Steve Harvey beard right now. I mean, a mustache right now, so I can hit this one right quick.
No, but in all seriousness,
Yeah.
No, I agree. There's different, definitely
Levels.
different standards.
Yeah.
in levels. Some women that embrace it, the natural look, and it looks amazing on them.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, there's other people that love makeup, and I don't have any problem with that. But
Right.
there's people who just like take it too far. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you have that cake face, like
Clown face.
there's that.
much.
They need to have a friend in their group where you're like, like,
Not today.
honey, you're not looking good today. Like it's just like, or maybe we take off like 2 inches. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like maybe
2 inches. Yo, how many
Yo,
inches?
it gets thick.
Yo, my man.
Have you
Take
seen
off
that
2
video?
inches?
Have you seen that video on Instagram where like that girl hugs the guy, and then he turns around and his whole face is
Just
white.
pounds
That
of
means she got
makeup.
cheap-
Just
that means she got
makeup.
cheap makeup because I know some girls will be like,
It's
you can
how you
sweat,
set. It's how
can-
you set. If you,
You
don't
gotta
set
set
your
it off.
makeup and you don't put setting spray, all your makeup
Setting
is
spray.
go on.
Setting spray. Add
Setting
that.
spray and powder.
Where can you
powder
pick that
your
up
face,
at?
I'll
then
add that
set
to the
your face.
list.
Where can you pick that up at? Setting spray. Is that
Setting
Walgreens?
spray.
like face concrete. Like what-
There's only certain like drugstore brands I will go for that are actually good. But other than that,
You be
you go
setting?
to Sephora, you get some setting spray is expensive, y'all.
I don't walk into.
If you want a
Sephora.
good setting spray, it's about $30 for a full size bottle.
How long does that last for?
Lasts about like I would say 2 to 3 months, like 2 months.
Oh, I thought you said 2 to 3 days. I was like, yo.
No, I
don't
would
need to
say
set
depending on
nothing.
how long, like how many times you use it. Like for me, I feel like it will last like 2 months. So
Wow. I gotta give y'all credit too for the amount of money that you guys
yo,
put into makeup.
Sephora,
Impatience.
forget it.
Oh
Impatience.
man,
Sephora?
I can't step foot in the Sephora.
Impatience.
It's
like,
insane.
It's too much.
I get like
I'm
frustrated-
overwhelmed.
I get frustrated if I can't write my name straight. Like if you guys mess up an eyebrow or like
That's the thing with me
or the
too.
little-
Is
or
I'm
the
very
little,
like
the little eyeliner stuff.
Yeah.
I
Do you
can't
guys
that.
get your eyebrows done or no?
Yes.
so yes and no
I was
because
gonna say, yeah, I could just look at you and just tell you that type.
no, but here's the thing: when I go to the barbershop,
See,
when I no, listen,
I was waiting for your response. You looked around. I see you.
no, because when I go to the barbershop now, like they just automatically
yeah.
do it. I'm like, I didn't ask for it, dog. Like they just do it. So I'm like,
I think it's because of your
it's a
race.
It might be a Dominican thing. Because I go to the Dominican barbershop,
I
You
know
do
because
get
my
the
Dominican barber
eyebrows
does it too,
done.
and I was
he
like,
just automatically does it, right?
I told him I was like, all right, and he came in with like the blade, and I was like, yo, chill, not right now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I was like, let me try it. I tried it. I can see why,
Was they on fleek?
bro. I was
You're clean.
He felt like a new man. He was just at the light, just don't even look at me. Face that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was judging everyone. I was like, yo, your eyes mad bushy, bro.
Yo, when you-
Yo,
No, I actually go to the Dominican barber and he ain't never done nothing like that to me. I don't know. I would take kind of disrespect. Yo, my man, you asked me what I wanted. I told you what I wanted. Why you doing more? Why you doing more? That's like him say, yo, I'm gonna give you this different fade. No, fam. I asked for this fade. You provide me what I asked. I'm paying for a service. So I don't know. I've never had that done. But I'm a little light on the eyebrows. You know what I mean? I can't be taking no risk, no L's out here.
Maybe that's why he doesn't do it.
Don't be coming for
He's
me,
like,
bro.
hey man, I'm looking out for
Don't be
you.
coming for me.
I do
I'll
it
come right
wrong.
back.
I do it wrong out here looking.
how do you guys feel about filling in girls filling in their eyebrows?
That's fine.
Yo, I've seen some horrible, like, I'm not gonna throw her out there, but my sister, one time she shaved her eyebrows off.
I'm not gonna throw her out there by myself.
Look, look. Let me say, she's not gonna see this, so I don't care. But no, she shaved her eyebrows off once, and I remember she shaved them off because I remember when I seen her, I was like, they look too like
perfect.
Not perfect, because they were a little squiggly iggly, but I was like, coming, shing, and it just came off, and I was like, yo, there's nothing behind that, huh? She said, no, I cut them off. Why?
The only person that looks good with no eyebrows would be Goldberg.
She don't have no eyebrows.
She doesn't have any eyebrows.
But that's because we've always seen her without eyebrows, so she just been rocking that.
How did you just think about that right now? Like,
he dreams about Whoopi Goldberg.
Wasn't thinking about Whoopi
Goldberg. He got her poster upstairs.
I watched Sister Act. It's my favorite movie.
He watches, what's the show she's on?
That.
The View?
Yeah.
She's still on?
No, actually, I watched a clip on it because she was going in on, like, one of the white hosts.
Oh,
okay. Saying something about like the Black Lives Matter movement. And she shut them down and they're like, yo, you can't say this. And then I was like, yo, Whoopi Goldberg doesn't have any eyebrows.
You don't even listen to the message. You like, yo, her eyebrows.
Well, you know when like people make facial expressions and like, so like where the eyebrows are supposed to be is moving, but there's nothing there to highlight like, yo, is she like mad or like excited?
Gotcha.
I've seen a girl do facial expression with her like drawings. Like she have one a little bit more whoop. So when you look, you like, yo.
You surprised?
She's mad.
You like surprised?
Yo, you like, what's up, fam?
The weird thing is the tattooed ones. The tattooed.
Tattooed
they turn
eyebrow.
green. It turns green.
I ain't never heard that one.
It turns green?
Yeah, like after a while, you'll see like tattooed eyebrows, like they start turning green or something.
Or looking like the Grinch.
Jeez.
It's so.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. Not my jam.
No, nah, for sure. But anyway, we're gonna be moving on to our next topic. This one will be coming up real short after the break. Stay tuned, y'all. We'll be right back on the Roast, Boast, and Toast podcast. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Roast, Boast, and Toast podcast. This next segment is going to be sponsored by Billy's, the chicken wing spot that Magno loves to go to. Sorry.
On Berkeley Street?
Off camera, we were just dying because it was just so... Magno likes to get chicken wing specials. And he doesn't even remember the place.
The 4-piece.
Billy's Thursday night, 50-cent wings.
Billy's Thursday night shut. Where are they? Do you know where they are?
I have no idea.
Who cares? Billy's. Look for it up. Anyway,
look for it up.
Our next segment is going to be our boast segment of our Roast, Post, and Toast podcast. So the first question is a fan-submitted question. Thanks to y'all once again. As always, if you guys got questions, please send them to us. So this question is, actually, it's a really great question. Yeah, which did more for the culture, Black Panther or Get Out?
Let the debating begin.
Let the debate begin.
Why you like the black guy first? I was like, yo, I want someone else.
You look like you're going to say something. That's why.
First off.
Okay.
No, man. I really enjoyed both the movies. I feel like they each had their own like point and where they were headed. I seen Get Out. I think the day it dropped, and I don't remember all of it. But for the most part, I feel like it was more about oppression. Mm-hmm. And I feel like
it's making you cry, man. I feel you.
Right. Yeah, man. Chill out, man. Shout out to Wakanda. I'm coming for you next. Anyways, so yeah, about that, man. I feel like it was really deep in regards to like more personal struggle. I feel like that one was easier to understand on a personal struggle.
Yeah.
Because I have seen people who've fell into the sunken place and stuff like that. And this is crazy that it was so like accurately depicted. You know what I mean? Like that is really like what goes on. But also Black Panther, I feel like anytime you talk about Africa, people are like, oh, what, you're driving on dirt road? Like they always think just tigers and trees.
Right.
That is not all of Africa. I know a lot of people from Ethiopia, they say that's the most beautiful city that you ever go to. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know about their technology in that manner, but I know the place that like a lot of people already have what they have in their head about Africa. Mm-hmm. So that one was really, really empowering, even though I'm not personally from there, but I want to go. But
yeah. See, I think there are two different ways you can look at the two films. Like I feel like Get Out is more of like a social awareness type of film, whereas Black Panther is more of like a celebration of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why those two are. I mean, they did so well, you know, for a reason.
I think for me, there's two different things, two different ways you got to look at it.
Yeah.
So if you look at it just strictly on plot, like it's Get Out's gonna do better for the culture because it's this is cultural appropriation,
right?
Oppression,
right?
Black Panther kind of does the opposite, right? So Black Panther talks about a country that kind of closes itself off, kind of basically opposite of what's going on in the United States, right?
Right.
So them thinking they're better than everyone else, so they're like, oh, we're not gonna share anything with anyone else for these reasons. But if you look at it in the grander scheme of things and like its effect on the culture, then I think Black Panther, just because it did more overall. Like Get Out just highlights struggles that African Americans face every day. Black Panther did so much more because addressed like the culture in general.
Yeah,
and then
it's a celebration. It's celebration.
Exactly, and then it was empowering women.
Yeah,
because those soldiers were the best. Actually, I don't want to swear, but they were pretty badass.
Bad butt.
Yep. That sounds weird.
Just
go with it.
That sounds like something that happens to a baby.
Fined.
Like, yo, he has a bad butt right now. He's got a bad butt right now.
You'll get us fined.
So I think, depending on the way you're looking at it,
right?
I think overall, if you're looking at it, the Black Panther definitely, because it's still, I think it just reached 1.25 billion.
I think now Black Panther is going to be the 4th highest grossing film of all time, I believe. If that's not true, our producer Axel, aka our Marvel nerd, is it true? 4th grossing. He'll tell you, and he'll tell us in a minute. Okay. Go look up the facts.
Check the car.
Personally,
Cass, what do you think?
I know this is like terrible. I still haven't watched Black Panther.
Get
terrible.
Out. Get out.
Y'all can roast me.
Get it?
Y'all can roast
Another one.
I'm so late. I'm so late, but I was like on it for Get Out. Get Out, definitely I agree with you. Get Out was more of like showing what it already exists and like just like the visual like direction for the whole film itself like was just very strategic, and just how everything just went for that movie, just A+, like definitely one of my favorites. But it's just so crazy because it's just, this is like real, like this is real oppression, like but we know this, but we don't like talk about it, you know what I mean? So it's just stuff that like actually exists, but just like highlighting that I definitely agree, did such a great job. But in terms of Black Panther, I gotta get there. Yeah, I gotta get on.
You gotta
that.
go
I don't
see
know
it.
why. I honestly like every time I try to watch it, it was full. Like every time I try to get tickets, never worked out.
It was sold out for 2 weeks.
Like, it was sold out for like a good 2 to 3 weeks.
You gotta go out the city. Where do we see our
But
Woburn.
We was in Woburn.
Gotta get on that. Yeah.
I was in Rhode Island.
Everywhere in the city sold out. Crazy.
Yeah. Bugger.
Go see it now, though. Trust me, it's definitely.
Now I can see it.
Now you could definitely. You'll definitely.
Got it on bootleg over here.
We have it on the Fire Stick.
You don't know. We'll watch it.
We'll let you watch it later.
No, my FBI agent said it was cool. We watched it together.
For sure, but shout out to Ryan Coogler, is the director.
Yeah,
Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther, and obviously Jordan Peele, the director of Get Out, for just putting out just 2 fantastic films that did amazing. Axel, you got some info on for me?
Yeah, it's the 9th highest grossing of all time, and the
all right.
highest grossing all-time superhero solo.
So Black Panther, highest grossing solo film of all time,
Superhero
and 9th, solo / non-sequel. Okay, great. Thank you for that, Axel.
It's gonna do well, regardless.
AKA, it's a great, fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. But anyway, moving on to our next question on the Bo segment. This one is going to say, that's actually another interesting topic for us, which I'm curious to see your input on this. Yeah. So the next question is going to be, how do you guys overcome deeply rooted insecurities or issues before going into dating?
Is it insecurities within ourselves or with the other person?
It's going to be insecurities with yourself. Yeah, for sure. I know you guys got to think about it, right?
Yeah, go ahead. You know you got a couple, bro. I mean, I ain't coming for you, but I'm coming for you.
Wow.
Okay. When you take off that hat for me, then.
It hurt my heart, bro.
You go to LeBron's barber?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
All right.
100%, bro. This is black man oppression right here. You guys talking about it?
Oh, all right. Now we're going to do that,
I'm going to call my lawyer on you guys. All right. So go ahead and say what you got to say, my guy.
I think sometimes you definitely do got to address it if it's yourself, because you don't want that going into the relationship. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna affect the relationship once you have it. So if like you're super jealous to begin with, now you're gonna have somebody that's gonna become part of your everyday life. Now you don't want like a Fabolous situation coming out of it.
Dang, 3 times in one show.
I think like it's also like unrealistic to heal all those wounds automatically right as soon as you get into the relationship or even before. I think insecurities also like come out of relationships and like how you're treated. So I mean, like, honestly, definitely addressing it is the main thing. Also working on yourself. But I think a lot of like even jealousy, like there's something deeply rooted from that.
Right.
And it is within you. Like, is it something that you think is not, like, I don't know, just like an image issue? Like, do you think like you're not worth it? Like, it's like also knowing your worth, I think, and understanding that like the person doesn't complete you. And like you have to be whole before.
That's really good. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
She
good.
studied for this.
No,
She studied.
She just learned the question right now.
Like, I've been in a relationship for 3 years and like
Today,
I'm pretty
right?
young.
Your
Yeah, 3
anniversary
years
today?
Shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to the other Kevin.
He wanted me to give him a shout out.
Oh.
But I mean, like there's like tons of insecurities that I've been through and I've healed from.
Yeah.
But it's like if I didn't take that time with God and like didn't take that time to really like seek God for those things and like get that healing, like I wouldn't be the person I am right now. You know what I mean? But it's all part of like the process of like growing.
Sure.
Everybody has insecurities, and it's like unrealistic to not be insecure about even just one thing. I feel like you know what I mean. Everybody has their thing, but I mean it's like knowing that insecurity, it doesn't define you. You can't let it define you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think it's also another great thing too when you're going into dating and you've been talking to that person for a little while now too. When that other person doesn't make you feel even more uncomfortable about your insecurities, when you're able to actually express how you feel and be open, I feel like that's one of the biggest keys is when you finally feel comfortable enough to be open about what you struggle with, and for that person to just want to be there and care for you and want to see the best for you.
That was gonna be my next thing because I think there's levels.
Right.
So there's the insecurities or the issues that you gotta address before you take the next step into dating. So like, you guys been talking, hanging out. You're like, hey, I want to take this to the next level, but what are the things that I want to address beforehand because I don't want to bring it in, and then there's the other stuff that while you're already dating,
right?
Then exactly like you're saying, like if they make you feel better or they're willing to be like, hey, I know you struggle with this, I'm here to help you out, like we're gonna work through it together. That's the those are the insecurities that you're gonna be able to work for, and it's gonna make your relationship stronger at the end of the day.
And it's tough too, especially when you're somebody who's coming out of continuous relationships that just brought you down and down, and then finally when you think you're meeting somebody who like, wow, this could actually be somebody who I could actually potentially spend the rest of my life with. It's tough carrying that baggage with you, that weight with you.
Yeah.
And to bring it in to the relationship, to bring that baggage to that next person is also a little bit unfair. So that's why I like what you said too about like, making sure that you're whole as a person first and that you're complete, and that you're not going to drag them into your issues as well, So I like that.
Well, I kind of on that specific thing, I feel like I had some insecurities before I got in my last relationship with my current wife because something I went through with my ex, and pretty much I felt like I did need time to heal from it, but I also felt like she did a lot of the healing too, especially because she did bring me to into Christ. So yeah, I feel like some things you do have to do on your own, but there are some things that you do need that right person to help you with.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because, again, God didn't make us to be alone. So then why would he expect you to deal with stuff on your own? Obviously you have friends and family stuff, but it's a different level when you have that one special person. That's why I never been with all that jumping around, dating, all that. I got no time for that. I need to know if I call you at this time or if I hit you up at this time, I need to know I'm going to get a response. Not know next day, my bad. Nah, fam. I'm good. I need consistency.
Yeah.
That's good. Good job, Amanda. You did well.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, her too.
Wait, what? Whoa.
What did he say?
Dude, you really got to stop doing that.
You do so well.
You do so well.
What did he say?
And then I met her.
I said her too.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we're gonna end it right there. We're gonna make sure that Dre doesn't get into any more trouble with Amanda for that.
If I don't show up on the next episode, you know why.
We'll
The
see
sickness didn't kill him.
I know, right? We'll see you guys in just a few for our next segment on the Roast, Boast, and Toast podcast. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Roast, Boast, and Toast podcast. This segment is gonna be our toast segment, guys. Raise a toast to our special guest, Cass, aka Stealth Made. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thanks.
So this toast is going to be, of course. This toast is going to be all for you. Let the people know, how'd you get started in your photography, your video work? How'd your Stealth Made name came up?
Okay, I'll give y'all the lowdown.
For sure.
So I don't know if you guys know anything about my grandfather, but I like post him on Instagram all the time. He came here on a boat from Cuba, but like he really was my inspiration for everything that I do. So like literally like as soon as I was able to walk, he was taking videos of me. He had just like a regular video camera, was taking videos of me, and we would like do scenes and like literally act out and put on clothes and just like be crazy and hilarious. But so like that's where my love for film came, was when he like would record me, and then I just started getting on the camera. He would show me how to use the camera, and I was so young and I'm like running around with the camera. I have tons of videos. I like want to make a movie in the future, like just kind of using them, like using all the clips and stuff and like put it all together, kind of make it artsy and cool. So hopefully I'll do that. But yeah, he's my inspiration. I have tons of other inspirations for what I do, but he's like the main person that like taught me what I knew from a young age.
For sure.
And then like I kind of started in middle school like taking pictures with my phone, and it wasn't really like anything serious. But I got my first camera freshman year of high school, and that's kind of how I got into everything. And I was just doing little photo shoots here and there with my friends. It was nothing really, like I never saw it as like something I would do as a career or anything like that. I just didn't think I had, like when I first started, I didn't think I had it in me, I guess. Like it's just for fun, you know. It wasn't really, kind of anything I thought that would get to where I am right now. So I mean, so I did shoots with my friends. It was really fun. And then I started realizing that like I was getting better, and like people were telling me like, yo, you're getting better. Like my art was like, I had a lot to show. And then I started realizing, I'm like, all right, I can really do something with this. Like if I could do this for a job, I mean, they say like, if you can find or do a job that's like something you love, it's not going to feel like you're actually like, it's a job. It's going to feel like, you know, it's your passion. Like you're not going to feel like you're bored. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I ran with that. So, I mean, I got involved with the ICA in high school and Institute of Contemporary Art. I don't know if you guys have been there before, but it's a really cool,
great place.
Contemporary art museum. I got crazy connections with them now. So, I mean, like I was a part of their teen art council. It's a select, very small group of Boston Public School high school students, and a few from outside of maybe like Cambridge, Ringeline, and stuff like that. But anyway, shout out to you. But basically, we planned and organized art events for the community and stuff like that. So, I mean, I started out doing that, and then they gave me opportunities to do photography, and I kind of started getting jobs for them now, and now I'm doing like events for the ICA, and they pay me for that pretty well. And then also got a contact through them through the MIT, so now I'm working with the MIT as well, doing events for them. So like I'm like one of their go-to people for events now, so which is like really crazy. I'm only in college, but like the fact that they trust me with their like image, like just images to put out for marketing, like that's serious. Like that I'm a part of that process, which is insane. I never thought I would be here, but I mean like I'm here, so
God's plan.
Crazy. God's plan. Sorry, that was so much, but I mean there's so much to the story. But
now how'd you get your name?
So
Stealth Made.
Funny. I don't know if you guys know what the Green Street Vault is.
Yes, I know.
But like probably in 8th grade, when I was in the 8th grade, so like 5-6 years ago, I don't know. But a while ago.
How old are you?
Wait, no, not 5-6 years, but going back. All right, let me see. 2, 4, 7 years ago, 7+ years ago, a long time ago. Basically, Green Street Vault was like literally a van, like a huge van of like a what is it, like a portable store, basically, like
they sell like clothes and like different like art pieces and stuff like that inside of like a mobile like van.
It was a mobile store, basically.
So it's always on the go.
And they sold like streetwear, and there was this sweater. I hopped in there with my friends, and then there was a sweater I really liked. It was a crew neck that says "Stealth Made, You're Just Affiliated." Instead of self-made, because I guess that's like from Rick Ross did that first, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, it says stealth made. I'm like, yo, that'd be crazy for a name. So like, I did that for my name, and that's been my name since the 8th grade. So I mean,
nice
that people know me as that. So like when people say anything or like, oh, you know, stealth made, like that's me. They know me for that, or like for Cass. But like those are the two names that they like know me by. But yeah, that's like it's become my brand, really.
Nice.
So
shout out to Green Street Vault, by the way.
Right.
For that. Wow.
Right. Shout out to them.
Launching careers out of nowhere.
Need some money off that. You know that, right? They're gonna need some money off that.
I don't think they're still around though.
They're gone. They're gone. But I mean, shout out to them. I still always give them credit for like anytime I tell anybody about my name, I tell them it was from the Green Street Vault. That's where I got it from.
Nice.
But I mean, yeah.
For sure.
So, question, because I'm a photographer as well, so it's always good to speak with someone else.
Go ahead, do your plug. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Concrete photography. There you go.
No, I wasn't gonna get into that right now. I was gonna ask.
Concrete with a K. Go ahead.
For your style, what would you consider your style? Like, you know, have some people who shoot more Vogue, urban. So, what would you consider your staple?
I'm still trying to figure out, like, I have a specific style, and like people will tell me that like, I know you took that photo because of just how it is. So I mean, like, I'm still trying to figure out what I really love to take pictures of, and like how I really brand myself, because like some people say they're wedding photographers, that's it. But like, I'm not a wedding photographer. I would consider myself more of an event photographer / street photography. Like, I like street photography, more of urban. Anything is like more my jam. And like just anything that's organic and not so like, I don't know, I guess I haven't done much work in a studio, so I can't say I'm like a studio artist either. Like, that's not really my thing either. I kind of just really like good lighting, faces, or like just good scenery, and I just like creating a photo that just captures a moment in time. So like, it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, you know, just capturing a moment in time where you can like go back and taste that again, you know, like kind of like feel that moment again, and kind of understand what's going on in the picture. But like, not all pictures have meanings, but you know, that's a whole different thing. But I mean, I hope I answered your question. It's kind of hard. I'm still trying to figure it out, you know.
Why aren't you taking notes?
Because I don't need to. I have my own style.
Look at this guy.
Appreciate you.
This guy doesn't.
Yeah.
So another
his
quick
F9
question.
is always off. You got to tell him about that.
Another quick question. This guy.
I heard that from Axel.
Anyway, so another question I had is, what would you feel is most important to the composition of just like a photo? Because a lot of people go for like, they may go for pretty models. Some people go for nice scenery. Some people go for like a certain mood. Like, you know, I know you heard like moody pictures and stuff like that. What is you like when you say, I need at least this to get a strong composition? Because you shoot events, so it's kind of hard with that.
Yeah, so events are like, I'm basically like coming up with everything on the other side. Like, I have to find, like, there really isn't much, like sometimes there's nothing going on. And I have to like have that vision to like see something and be like, all right, I can make it look like something's going on. You know what I mean? So like, a lot of my work is like trying to make something look like it's fun, or like make something, you know? So I mean, it's fun because sometimes it'll just be spontaneous, like someone's laughing and I just capture that, or like someone's having a good time, whatever. But I mean, in terms of like personal projects and like just stuff I like to do, I would say like good lighting is like like we have to have good lighting. Like, if it's not good lighting, the photo is not going to be that great. And you said like pretty models versus like is it just the look?
No, because a lot of people like, they have a specific thing that they go for. Like, if you see other photographers, like all their pictures will look roughly the same, and depending upon what it is. Like, like I don't like to shoot in studios personally because I do a lot of urban photography. I have shot in the studio, but it was like not your average black and white background. But like a lot of people have specific pictures on their page where that's what they specifically go for. I know some photographers who only shoot models that are pretty, and they don't care about anything else. They don't care about the background. They don't care about like the outfit.
I wouldn't say I'm like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I feel like that's a little like not superficial is the word, but like
creepy.
Kind of like
creepy.
That's just not genuine to me. That's just like because like I would rather shoot someone that has personality that isn't necessarily beautiful that like can make a good story. You know, I think that's like more important and more valuable. So like also there's a huge issue I feel like in photography right now with like shooting people like or like a lot of guys, at least in Boston, like not a lot of representation of people of color in photography. And like now it's starting to be integrated, but I feel like the preference is usually light-skinned girl. But like I personally, like I'm open to any kind of person. So I mean I did a photo shoot with this girl, I can show you guys after, but I mean this girl named Samantha, and she's an African American like she's really beautiful model, and honestly like I give props to her because she's amazing. But that photo shoot I did, that went on BuzzFeed. Like one of the pictures that I took of her went on BuzzFeed and like blew up. So I mean that is insane. I
remember we were there.
Yeah, you guys were there when
you showed us. Like it just instantly happened, and like we were all just so proud of you. The fact that BuzzFeed, a major company, used one of your photos.
Insane.
Like that's awesome.
That photo shoot. Photo shoot. No, I didn't get paid for that. But I mean, it's fine. Like it's exposure, but not really. But I mean, like I was only like 18 when that happened too. So I was like, wow, like oh my god, I can't believe that. But even that photo shoot, I called it Painting the Town because we really like went out into like Newbury Street and like the bougiest part of Newbury Street. We walked into like just Burberry and all these like stores, and they kicked us out of every single one. But like we weren't even taking pictures just because of the way we looked, and like the fact that like people of color, you know, like going in there, like we're not about to buy anything. We were just literally going in. And like got to the point that we started getting kicked out of different stores and stuff, and we're like, you know what, we're still gonna make it work, and we did take pictures of some of the stores, and that photo shoot is still my favorite till this day.
Just real quickly for anyone who is watching, who is maybe into photography, what advice? I know you're still young yourself, but what advice would you give to those aspiring to get into that photography field?
I think there's so much competition, but don't even pay mind to them because like. A lot of people are going to kick you down and say that you're not worth it and say that you're just another person with a camera. Don't be that person, just another person with a camera. Like you have to have passion for it. If you don't have passion for it, if you don't really love it, then you're not going to get far. Because there's tons of people with a camera nowadays. You can take pictures with your phone, but if you don't love it, it's going to be evident in your photos. It's going to show through your photos who you really are. So I mean like, through my photos, I try to like show that like this is what I love to do. And no matter what, if I lose everything, like this is what I will be, like this is what I have, like this is my passion, you know? So I mean, it's the same thing with other forms of art, but I mean, specifically photography, anybody can slap a filter on things, but it's about also like what, like the meaning that you place on the photo as well.
Vision.
Yeah.
Your vision. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
But don't be discouraged because there's tons of people that look like they're getting further than you, but it's not about pace. It's about the direction that you're going in, and just have that vision, you know, and keep that vision, and don't let no one shake you.
Drop the mic. Yeah. Drop the mic.
We're gonna have to frame that. And put
she also has a mixtape coming out.
It's a mixtape coming out soon for sure. But that's just a perfect way to end it there. Cass Stealth Made. Want to thank you for joining us here with us.
Thank you so much for having me,
fellas. Thank you guys, viewers. We want to thank you guys for watching our episode of Rose Boats and Toast podcast.
Thank you.
Hit us up on our social media. Let us know if you guys like me as a permanent host, by the way, also, too. I don't know. Maybe? Yeah? Magno? Huh? We'll see. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Shout out to Billy's.
Take care, guys. Shout out to Billy's.
Thank you.